It was a story that rocked English football, and saw one football club found guilty of cheating, whilst another was given a second chance at promotion. This is the story of SPYGATE, Middlesbrough FC, the playoffs and promotion.
Welcome back to North East Football TV. My name is Daniel Wales and I'm here at Middlesbrough's training ground next to Rockcliffe Hall as Boro prepare for their Championship playoff final against Hull City in the wake of SPYGATE saga that started just there, next to that tree. Let's go back through the whole story from then to now. Back on the 7th of May, everything seemed calm at Middlesbrough as they prepared to take on Southampton. That was until it emerged that a Southampton employee had been caught spying on Boro's training. He was then revealed to be William Salt, an intern analyst at the Saints. And so here we are at the exact tree. This is where William Salt was stood filming Middlesbrough's training on the pitch just behind me over there, where he was spotted by members of Middlesbrough's media staff. Now, this tree has a name. Scott's Pine, it says, just there. Of course, William Salt did not get away with his crimes scot-free. Yes, he escaped. The scene here, he went through the nearby clubhouse for the Rockcliffe Hall golf course, but by then it was too late. He had been spotted and Middlesbrough had sent the evidence off to the EFL. The EFL swiftly charged Southampton with rule breaches, but at that point nobody knew what would come of the situation, and there was the small matter of some football to be played. At the Riverside, Middlesbrough welcomed Southampton for the first leg of the playoff semi-final, with the supporters of Boro welcoming their team bus with a pyrotechnics and flag display that created quite the atmosphere ahead of kick-off. The first leg finished goalless before the post-match press conferences quickly became heated.
Yeah, I think it's been clear to be announced as much. It's not clear.
You just said the same thing. You haven't answered it.
Yeah, you haven't.
You haven't answered it.
Let me finish. Let me finish. Quite clearly said, there was a made statement yesterday. There's no further comment. John has answered it 2 or 3 times, being quite reasonable, and has said that there'll be nothing more to say.
He hasn't answered.
He has said, we've answered it. We had a made statement yesterday.
Couldn't believe my eyes or ears when I heard it. Couldn't believe when he told me for the second time for the third. But then it was quite clear that they tried. And with I'm not putting anything on the players or supporters of Southampton. I think they are brilliant, unbelievable. They have nothing to do with it, and I sometimes feel sorry for them because they get thrown this in the face. But if someone makes decisions to go and try to cheat, that's clear. And we're interested to see what happened with that.
Tensions rose further when Southampton won the second leg. Tonda Eckert was asked whether he was a cheat, but despite their victory then came the bombshell that they had been removed and Boro reinstated. In a hurriedly arranged press conference ahead of the final, Kim Hellberg tried to sum up his emotions.
A lot of emotions. It's been, like you said, a crazy time. It's been back and forth, a lot of different emotions from losing the game to everything being involved, to trying to keep your head in the game for what may happen, and it's been a lot of emotions, and I'm very happy to be here.
It's been an emotional rollercoaster for Kim Hellberg and everyone else associated with Middlesbrough Football Club. But after all of the drama, the focus now turns to football, with Hellberg getting ready to lead his team out under the famous arch. And so to Wembley, and a second chance for Middlesbrough to win promotion via the playoffs. It's absolutely sweltering here in London, but will it be a red-hot occasion on the pitch at Wembley behind me? Well, that remains to be seen. Middlesbrough will hope that Hayden Hackney can play a significant role today. He's been missing for a lot of the last few games, but the rumours are suggesting and he will be back today and he will be fit. At least that's what Kim Hellberg suggested in his press conference on Thursday. Hull, of course, well, they're here on their own sporting merit. Middlesbrough, they got here because they were reinstated because of the SPYGATE saga. Who will win, though? Well, that's down to what happens on the pitch here at Wembley. It promises to be a fantastic occasion. The Premier League is the prize. Hackney was only fit enough for a place on the bench, leaving the Boro supporters excited
but nervous.
Absolutely.
Very exciting.
We didn't know the Thursday night, so it's, yeah.
Very nervous. We've been here a few times with Middlesbrough and we haven't seen them win yet, so
Here, so this is going to be the first time
Yeah.
that we will witness them winning
Yeah.
here today.
just a little bit.
Are you nervous?
Yeah,
Nervous?
a bit.
Good nervous though.
One supporter wanted to show his gratitude for the legal team that had given Boro this second chance.
I am a Boro. I work at James Cook Hospital. Yeah.
Right, okay.
So I've lived there 20 years. Interestingly, I went to Southampton Union and I used to have a soft spot for the Saints. Used to go to the Dell, but not anymore. It's disgraceful behaviour. But we got them by the book, and I'm really proud of the barristers from Middlesbrough. Done an amazing job. So this is to Gibbo's lawyers, you know.
Given how late the decision had been on Boro's reinstatement, it had been something of a challenge to get down to Wembley.
Fine getting the arrangements made, it was just quick and last minute. And
We'd already cancelled and then had to rebook.
yeah, we were that confident we booked hotels, then we cancelled the hotels, then we rebooked.
We're exiles. We're originally from Redcar, but now we live in Cambridge, so the journey was pretty straightforward.
Straightforward for us, yeah.
What did you make of all the Spygate?
The right.
I think it was the right decision. It's a real mess, and I think it's going to have further consequences for other clubs. But I'm just glad that we're here. I think that was the right choice.
There's no room for cheating like that in
Yeah.
football in any sport,
Yeah.
and I think the outcome was the correct outcome.
Yeah, it was a bit of a rush, but we drove down in the end, so dead easy. 5.5 hours door to door.
Was that today?
Yeah, just this morning, yeah.
Fair enough. How was the journey?
All right, long, but fairly all right till about the last half an hour, so it wasn't too bad, but we set off early enough, so yeah, decent.
And with that, all that remained was the final itself.
No, disappointed, of course. Tough. Yeah, something like that. No, it was the toughest 2 weeks I've been through in with emotions and back and forth and handle those things, and from the game and the extra time and how that game ended from the first game with the. When we come to the stadium, the sports were amazing, and how we handled that first half and didn't score, and it's been a back and forth with so many emotions, seeing players and staff and the supporters sad, and after that, and then back and forth. So it's been tough. It's been draining emotionally, but there's no excuse. Hull were scored a goal today, and again, you have to congratulate them, and we were ready to play the game.
The majority of Middlesbrough's players were in no mood to speak after the late heartbreak at Wembley. The playoff campaign had almost been a season within a season. Such had been the drama and emotion involved in it. Hayden Hackney came on towards the end of the game but could not impact it enough. One Boro player who did make time to speak, though, was Riley McGree, who praised the supporters.
Yeah, it's obviously really devastating. Huge congratulations to the whole city. They got the job done on the day, but yeah, devastating.
What about the support you received from the fans?
Yeah, huge. They are the centre of the club. They are why we are and do what we do. So just want to say massive thanks to the fans. We did our best and try to do you proud. We gave everything.
And so that was that. A story that started at a tree near Darlington, finished at Wembley in heartbreaking fashion, despite the best efforts of the Middlesbrough supporters, the players, and of course the legal team. As a result, Middlesbrough will play the 2026-27 season in the Championship.